Welcome to Therian Nation. I'm your host, Shannon Jackson.
And I'm your host, George Ross. We felt like doing something a little different today.
There has been an increase in cringe videos and anti-kin blogs ridiculing Therians and Otherkin. Those videos and blogs are filled with false and misleading information, yet unfortunately, that's where a large portion of the general public gets their information about us.
In response, Therian Nation thought we should point out what's wrong with these videos and correct some of the misconceptions found within them. Let's just get right into analyzing the content of these cringe videos and blogs.
Parroting and unoriginal content. From video to video or blog to blog, the content is always the same. These haters just like to copy each other. This way, they don't need to spend time researching, learning, finding, or creating their own content. The last 3 or 4 cringe videos that I have personally seen were almost identical to each other. But repeating false and misleading information doesn't make it true.
The sources of information are questionable. When cringe videos and anti-kin use sources like Wikipedia and sensationalized news, it means they are criticizing what they don't understand. And they don't care to learn either. Their only aim is to humiliate and offend.
Unrelated content. Clips of completely unrelated subcultures and events are often included in cringe videos to purposely confuse the audience about Therianthropy and Otherkinity. In truth, the Otherkin and Therianthrope communities are filled with well thought out essays about our experiences. But anti-kin would never share links to those sources. They wouldn't want to provide that information because their audience might actually decide to make their own informed decision about Therians and Otherkin.
Content is edited and out of context. Cringe videos generally use short clips which are heavily edited and out of context. This tactic is used to confuse the audience because they are unable to get the full story. Clarifying points are often omitted in cringe videos in an effort to distort the concepts that Therians and Otherkins are trying to get across.
Fake accounts. Fake troll blogs are often used by anti-kin because they want to falsely represent hundreds, if not thousands, of unique individuals within the Therian and Otherkin communities. In truth, one Therian or Otherkin that is singled out in a cringe video does not represent all of us. One individual's views on a Tumblr blog does not indicate that every Therian or Otherkin believes the same or behaves the same. One person's views only represents that individual. Unfortunately, it's hard to get the general public to understand that.
Dramatized and sensationalized content. When we recorded this, all the cringe videos at the time used only the Nano Cat Girl video and a Vice article titled "Otherkin are people too, they just identify as non-human." The problem with media like this is it's often sensationalized and dramatized in an effort to get views. And the makers of cringe videos have further sensationalized it by insulting us.
Shock content. Vice and other media outlets choose their information and edit content to shock the audience. They don't care about representing us in a truthful manner. Stories are exaggerated and embellished in an attempt to catch the audience's attention to get higher ratings and more views. Media and cringe video creators always pick young, gullible, and possibly vulnerable people.
No range of content and use of extreme examples. Creators of cringe videos generally use the most extreme examples that can be found, usually young children. Footage of younger individuals is often used because the creators of cringe and anti-kin videos are unwilling to acknowledge that the Therian and Otherkin communities are made up of adults as well. The creators of these videos fail to find content that is representative of our community as a whole.
Creators of cringe videos and anti-kin blogs seek attention. If they weren't seeking attention, they wouldn't be creating the kind of content that degrades and insults a group of people who simply fall outside of societal norms. They do this while claiming that it's Therians and Otherkin who are seeking attention. Projection is a common occurrence in cringe videos and anti-kin blogs. I'd also like to point out that cringe videos usually get more views than content created by Therians or Otherkin. I guess people just don't want to hear the truth about us from us because it's really not that interesting. So just remember, if you watch a cringe video, they're using the most extreme examples that they can find to get themselves attention at our expense. You may be wondering, if you're not seeking attention, why are you on the internet? Well, if you haven't noticed, everything takes place on the internet these days. It's an easy way to communicate and keep in touch. Therians and Otherkin kept more to themselves on private forums in the 1990s and early 2000s. Yes, these subcultures were taking place long before Tumblr, which anti-kin lie about and refuse to accept. Unfortunately, forums move too slowly for the younger generations, and so discussion has moved to Facebook and other social media sites such as Tumblr. This was a natural progression. The majority of Therians and Otherkin did not put our essays and experiences on Tumblr to seek attention from the public. We share our experiences there so that it's easier for our fellow Therians and Otherkin to find it. We didn't want cringe video creators to screen capture our blogs without permission. Cringe videos and anti-kin blogs are created by bullies, bored kids, and bored adults. Seriously, the adults doing this should know better than to pick on teens and kids who are going through the natural process of discovering who they are. And sadly, a large number of people enjoy watching a person hurl insults and hatred at other human beings.
Now we would like to cover some of the main misconceptions covered in every cringe video and anti-kin blog. You can't use the internet if you're an animal. You can't type with paws. No surprise there, we are physically human. We were physically human yesterday and the day before that, and we've been physically human our entire lives. We will remain physically human for the duration of our lives. There's no denying that, and no Therian or Otherkin worth their salt has ever tried. I suppose all the anti-kin making cringe videos want an award for pointing out the obvious. People who say this clearly have a misunderstanding of what therianthropy and otherkinity really are. This is about experiencing life as a human, and also as something non-human. Yes, it may be a bit strange, but that doesn't mean we aren't going to enjoy and take full advantage of the human life we've been given. Otherkin are mentally ill and should seek help. We do not have delusions of being another creature or of physically transforming into another creature. Therefore, modern therianthropy and otherkinity are not a mental illness and are not clinical lycanthropy. If you think you're an animal, you should commit and go live in the wilderness. Or, you're not an animal, you would never survive in the wilderness. Though many in our community do wish they could live off-grid or be more self-sufficient, this is not unique to Therians or Otherkin. Plenty of regular people have chosen a self-sufficient lifestyle. Therians and Otherkin may express a love of the outdoors. This is also not unique to our community. Average people are enthusiastic about the outdoors, hiking, camping, and roughing it for a while. Also, it is not impossible for humans to learn to survive in the wilderness for extended periods of time, but this takes years of learning bushcraft skills and preparing yourself both mentally and physically. Because Therians and Otherkin are busy with work or school, or both, not all of us have time to pursue learning skills in bushcraft. And there are some Therians and Otherkin who are not interested in the outdoors at all. We know we are human, and we can appreciate the comforts of human society.
My most favorite quotes from anti-kin must be, "You can't have the soul of an animal," and "Otherkin isn't scientifically proven, so it's bullshit." Anyone is welcome to have the personal opinion that animals don't have souls, or that animal souls can't be in human bodies, or that souls don't exist at all. The existence of souls has not been proven or disproved. We'll be keeping our own personal opinions and beliefs. We won't be changing our personal beliefs just because someone out there doesn't like them or agree with them. On that note, some Therians and Otherkin believe that we might have atypical neuropsychology, causing us to interpret aspects of our lives as non-human. This is just a hypothesis, of course, and is also not scientifically proven or disproved. But if there is some differences in our brain structure and brain function, then insults and hate can't change that about us either. And just to be clear, atypical neuropsychology or atypical physiology does not equal a mental disorder. It just means that our brains may not be structured or function like what is considered average. While science has not verified the existence of souls or verified any of our community's psychological hypotheses, scientists have recognized and written about Therianthropes and Otherkin. Please see the links in the description under this video to some of those articles.
Our advice for dealing with anti-kin and those who make cringe videos is to simply ignore them. Don't give them the attention they are seeking. Hopefully the lack of attention will make them get bored and they will move on.
If you must engage with anti-kin, try to stay calm and use proper English and grammar. Have some sources ready too.
To all my fellow Therianthropes, animal people, and Otherkin, be true to yourself and stay strong.
Leave us a comment and let us know what else cringe videos and anti-kin get wrong. Therian Nation is researching methods to help you decide for yourself whether or not you are a Therianthrope. We're also putting together information about how to discover your stereotype.
There's a lot more to it than meditation. Subscribe to stay informed, and remember to click the bell to receive channel notifications.
Thank you for watching.
There's a lot more to it than meditation. Subscribe, and be sure to check the notifications box or something. Dog? Subscribe, and generally that would be enough. But YouTube's changed things, so there's like a bell, and there's a little box beside underneath it, and you have to check the box. Don't click the bell, but click the bell.
No, you do click the bell.
You click the bell, and then a thing comes up, and it has a bell on it, and then you don't click the bell again, but you click a box, and it's a check box, and you click that. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it than meditation.